Hey guys, it's the SparkMonkey232 here, coming back at you with a new series that I'm starting up today, and it's basically just giving you tips and tricks on helping you improving your LEGO Star Wars bases and or MOCs. So this is episode 1, and it's based on improving your battlefield, and this is actually one of the most important things out of the bases that people might overlook, but you really want to make sure you have the most detail that you can get in. So let's just get into it, and the first part we're going to start with is basically rock features. So for the rock features, you've probably seen these in many bases before on YouTube. I use them in most of my MOCs, but basically I'm just going to teach you how to do the simple version of it and not get anything too elaborate. So basically some of the pieces you'll need these black 2x4s, and then the common slopes. The slope pieces like this and or this, and you can use any color really. I prefer to use black, but you'll see other YouTubers, they'll use like dark gray or dark bluish gray or whatever, so it's really opinion based, so it's up to you, whatever you want to use. And then you'll also need, I call them filler pieces, basically random colors like orange and these kind of colors, you know. So you'll need those as well. Basically just for filler, because you're not going to see them. So what you're going to do is you're going to place down your 2x4s like so. And we'll start with 4 right now, just for simple purposes. And then what you're going to do is you're kind of stack these pieces on them like this, like this, like that. So you can do it like that, and that, and that. And then you're gonna take your filler pieces, and you're gonna kind of, I guess you stack it basically based on what level you're on. So I'm going on the 3rd level, so I'm just gonna kind of stick it right there, and this kind of props it up so it's nice and sturdy. And I'm just gonna grab some more of those filler pieces and stick them right there, and basically get it looking like that. So that's that. And then you're going to take your slope pieces, and you're just going to kind of, this is the part that's basically randomized. You can make it look pretty cool, but you're going to want to stay away from uniformity, I guess. So you want to keep it random, which makes it look pretty cool. So I'm going to start out on the bottom and work my way up to the top each level. So I'm just going to put a piece right there, and then you put that like that, and then there, maybe that right there, and so on and so forth. And then you can, after a while, it starts to look pretty fancy. Maybe not right now, but you can just do this a bunch of times with all your little slope pieces, and you can start to get it to look nice, like a rocky pattern, which is what you want. So you can just keep continuing that through, putting more pieces like so. Anyway, you want it, but you want to stick away. You don't want to just go straight down every time like this. You don't want to just do that, because it starts to look old after a while. You want to keep it throwing in different directions and angles and mixing things up. Makes it look a lot cooler. So that's that for the rock design, and now we're going to move on to creating your river. Alright guys, so now we're going to move on into the next section, which is the river. So basically for the river, there's a couple different ways you can do this, and the river is actually really important because it helps make your base stand out just that much more. So we're going to use some pieces that are most common for river, which are these little blue stud pieces, and you know what I'm talking about. So there's the transparent kind. You can go light blue, you can go dark blue, whatever works for you. You can just go light blue and just translucent, I guess, just a nice clear color like these. So just mix it up whatever you want, and there's a couple different types or different ways you can do the river. Go about doing it is you can just simply place the actual stud on the plate, and you can just do that and create a little outline of your river. Now there are some cons of doing this, like as it does take a crap load more time to do that way than if you just do the second way. And it actually looks better if you do the second way. So on the second way, you can just kind of take all your pieces and just sprinkle them in inside. If you have a little, I guess I don't really know how to describe it, little like setting to put them in. So what I'm talking about is basically you just get some bricks. Now you can combine this method with the method I just taught you. Have your rock patterns on both sides, and then on the inside you sprinkle your river. So this just, it's blocky, but you can do anything you want. You can start curving it and whatnot, but we're just going to stick to this for simplistic purposes. And then you can just take a handful of these bricks, kind of sprinkle them in there, and it gives it this little rushing water look. It's pretty cool actually. So you can do that, and then you can just spread the river off even more and whatnot, and it creates this nice look. So I would actually recommend doing that. The cons about that is it does take more pieces than doing it the first way, but you won't regret it because you're saving yourself a lot of time, which is one of the most important things. Alright, so that's basically the river, and now we're going to move on to adding plants. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the last section of this episode, which is adding the plant features. So the plants are actually the most important part of the battlefield, if you ask me, and basically just start to add in a lot of detail. So we're going to start with the grass, which a couple different pieces you can use for the grass. You can use the little stock pieces, which are pretty helpful. You can also use these, which I've seen at a lot of different Lego stores before in the pick a brick section. And then you can also use these pieces. There are a couple other ones if you want, but I would stick to these three. If you have other ones, feel free to add those in as well. And basically what you do is you can just bunch up on these. You can go to Bricklink or something. You can get them in bulk. Maybe a couple cents, maybe 2 cents a piece. You can get a couple hundred of them cheap, and it's pretty nice. So basically what you do is you can just I had a little handful here, and you just start to spread them around your battlefield, and it will give it this really nice looking feel to it. You can spread them out a little more if you want, or you can bunch them in more, whatever you prefer. This is all based on you guys, but I'm just doing this the way, and then you can get something like that maybe. And then to start adding some little variety to it, you can add in these pieces. So you can start adding those every now and then. I'll put that right there, and that right there. And then you can also add these as well, which makes it look pretty cool. And then you can start adding some variety to your bases. And then the next part of this section is actually, just keep those up, trees. So you can use, there's a couple different pieces for the trees. You can use these little round pieces, or you can use the bigger round bricks. Whatever, you can just kind of stack them on top of each other like that and like that. And then what'll come handy for this part is these little leaves, which you'll probably familiar with. And for this, you can just kind of stack them on. Now, other people will tell you differently how to do this, but it's really all based on you, whatever you want to do. Just pretty much how everything else is. You can just kind of get creative with this part. You can start jumping them on top of each other like this and whatnot. And you get a nice little tree added in there like that. And then maybe you want to add in this part. You want to put some lighter leaves on it. That's cool. You can also do that. Oops. I'm just gonna jumble this. Alright, so then you get a tree like that. And those leaves fall off. But whatever. So, yep. That doesn't look that good, but you can make it look better. And then, so just how to make a simple tree, and you do that. You can make your battlefields look a lot better. So that's about it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more of these videos in the future, give this video a big thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And thanks for coming by. Stay tuned for next month when we learn how to make the infamous curved windows. Catch you guys later.